If you're running a cafe, a restaurant, or even an office that prides itself on perks, you know how important a great cup of coffee is. But here's a thought. What if your coffee setup is actually holding you back? Today, we're going to break down why the right espresso machine isn't just another purchase. It's an investment that can completely change the game for your business. So let's get real for a second. We've all been there, right? Standing in a long line, only to get a lukewarm latte or a bitter espresso that just makes you wince. These little things aren't just minor hiccups. They can be deal breakers. Let's look at the common issues that might be costing you a lot more than you realize. First up is consistency. Pulling that perfect, rich shot of espresso with that beautiful golden crema on top, it feels like an art form. But when you're serving dozens or hundreds of people a day, it has to be a science. One bad cup can ruin a loyal customer's morning, but one amazing cup, that can create a customer for life. Inconsistency, well, it's kind of the quiet killer of customer loyalty. Okay, now let's talk about speed. The morning rush, that crazy lunch hour line, these are the moments that make or break your day. If your machine is chugging along and can't keep up, you can literally watch customers get frustrated. Some will walk away. And worse, they might not come back tomorrow. Slow service isn't just an inconvenience, it's profit walking right out the door. And finally, the behind-the-scenes headache, training. The more complex and finicky the machine, the more time you spend training staff. Every new hire becomes a gamble. You're left wondering, will they get it right? This constant cycle just eats up your time and your resources, and it makes it almost impossible to keep that quality standard high all the time. So you've got inconsistent quality, slow service, and a training nightmare. It sounds pretty grim, but what if you could take all those weak spots and turn them into your biggest strength? Let's dive into the solution that can transform your coffee service from a problem into an absolute powerhouse. This really says it all, doesn't it? We're not just talking about making coffee a little bit faster. We're talking about a huge shift where excellence becomes your default setting, something you don't even have to think about. So how is that even possible? Well, it all comes down to the technology inside the machine. To really get it, we need to pop the hood and see what makes these machines tick. It's the engineering that really separates a basic coffee maker from a commercial-grade beast, and it starts with the absolute heart of any great espresso. And it all starts with this number right here, 15 bars of pressure. Now that's not just some random spec they slap on the box. It is the industry gold standard for what it takes to make true espresso. This much power is what separates a weak, watery coffee from a rich, bold, unforgettable shot. But what does all that pressure actually do? It all comes down to this idea of optimal extraction. See, that 15-bar pump forces hot water through the coffee grounds with the absolute perfect amount of force. It pulls out all those amazing, complex flavors and rich oils, and the result is what you're seeing here, that incredible full-bodied espresso with that signature golden crema on top. That's the good stuff. It's quality you can literally see and taste. So if 15 bars of pressure is all about quality, this next feature is all about speed. We're talking about independent brew and steam systems. And trust me, this is a massive leap forward from your standard machine. This is the secret weapon for busting those long lines. Okay, check this out. With a standard machine, you're always stuck in an either-or world. You have to pull the espresso shot, then you steam the milk. It's a two-step process. But with independent systems, it's all about and. You can pull a perfect shot of espresso at the exact same time you're steaming milk for a latte. You literally cut your barista's workflow in half. That is how you destroy a long line. So, we've got the tech, powerful pressure for amazing quality, and independent systems for lightning speed. Cool, right? But what does that actually mean for your business, for your bottom line? Let's connect the dots from these cool features to some serious, real-world impact. Just take a look at this. The difference is pretty dramatic, isn't it? By letting your team brew and steam at the same time, you can slash customer wait times. You're not just making coffee faster, you're serving way more customers per hour, you're taking a ton of stress off your staff, and you're just creating a much, much better experience for everybody in the building. And here's the most important part. All that tech we talked about, it translates directly into huge business benefits. You get happier customers because the coffee is fantastic every single time. Your whole operation becomes more efficient, which helps your bottom line. Your training costs plummet because the machine is doing all the heavy lifting. And all of that together, it seriously enhances your brand image, making you look like the premium choice. At the end of the day, we're talking about something much bigger than a new piece of kitchen equipment. This is about completely reframing the investment. You're not just buying a coffee machine, you're buying a brand new, powerful, competitive edge for your business. You see, you're not just improving the coffee. You are elevating the entire reason a customer decides to walk through your door in the first place. It's about delivering quality, speed, and consistency every single time. And that is how you build a business that people come back to again and again. So the final question really is for you. Think beyond just serving a drink. How could a perfect, quickly served cup of coffee become a strategic part of your business? How could it change your customer's day, your staff's workflow, and what people think of your brand? The potential is all right there, ready for the taking.